with me. You gotta breathe, baby. Baby, you will see. All right, welcome back to the show, or welcome to the show. Thanks for being out there, folks. That's right, you got the American Adversaries Drive Time Prime Time show on FM 105.5 and AM 660. The Answer coming at you from the Mercury Free Broadcasting Studios. Don't forget, for the very best in Mercury Free dental care, call my dentist, Dr. James E. Hardy, at 407-678-3399. Don't forget to ask him about his book, Mercury Free, which will explain why he was a Mercury Free dentist and you need to be Mercury Free. All right, we need to be free of the dawa. Wasn't that something? My God.
About a thought-provoking hour. I mean, that was absolutely... it's terrifying.
It is.
When you really delve into the different areas that he's talking about, which most people have no knowledge about, and probably never get exposed to.
Well, they fix it to get exposed to it, but in a negative sort of
American
fashion.
Adversaries will hear it, but...
Well, but we're far along in the process of dawa, and it ain't a good thing to be far along in, and to know that the Republicans are in cahoots with the Democrats to not only tolerate this, but to facilitate it.
That's right. Now, did we want our friend Ryan?
Oh, Lord God.
Oh, man, you talk about...
St. Pauli girl?
We're all in the same party, right? No, we're not. We need outsiders.
Yeah, we definitely
do. We need a lot of outsiders.
Give me Trump or give me death.
Yeah. That may become the call before it's over.
I tell you what. All right, speaking of calling, you can call us at 407-774-8255. And don't forget, you can call 800-357-1997 to help us save the babies. Or you can go to am660theanswer.com. And I'll be talking about this a little more as the hour goes along. But of course, all of this money goes to help out pregnancy centers like True Life Choice, who provide sonograms and other services for women and girls who cannot afford it, whether they're considering abortion or not. And many of the girls who go there are considering abortions. 80% of them come out saving the babies. So help us save the babies. am660theanswer.com, 800-357-1997. I hope you heard the interview in the last hour we were just referring to with Stephen Coughlin. If you didn't, you can, of course, hear that in our archives after the show, but you can also see and hear him tomorrow night live at Dock Street Side. I suggest you go out and get some of his books. They'll have them for sale there as well. The event is free, and it obviously will be very, very educational. And this is the stuff we need to know, and I spoke with Peter Stephen off the air. We're going to get him back on the show perhaps on a regular basis, because obviously this is pertinent stuff. And the task, obviously, of cleaning this mess up is going to come from the outsiders. It's not going to come from within government.
No, you're not going to hear that story from inside the government.
Our government, let's just put it this way, our government has been compromised. And if there was a need for the Second Amendment, ladies and gentlemen, our founding fathers saw it. And it is now. It is now.
Chris, when they won't even abide by the own laws in the sanctuary city situation, we have just run so far asunder. Something has to be done.
Something has to be done. Let's go to JJ. She's been so patiently waiting. JJ, thank you for calling tonight.
Oh, you're welcome. Great guest, Chris.
Thank you.
Appreciate you for having him on and his wealth of information. I didn't realize he was going off. I see this week, but I think one of the things that I'm going to ask him if I can go to him tomorrow night is, have you the interfaith thing? Have you heard of the term Chrislam?
Yes, that's part of it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I think that's what he was referring to.
Exactly. Yeah,
that's watering down Christianity on our,
right.
Trying to make it palatable, and it basically lifted all the good things out of Christianity, and that's why so many people think, oh well, it doesn't matter if you worship Allah or God, it's all the same God, and it's not.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Allah ain't no God at all. Allah is the incarnation of Satan. Let me tell you. No loving, true creator of human beings would raise up a whole race of them to slaughter the rest of them. That's just absolute insanity. It is not godly.
And sorry.
No, you go ahead.
Well, I'm reminded of a coworker one time that during the election in 2000, that she was LGBTQ community person, and she didn't want W in there, and she was asking, and we were in a conversation in the break room, and she said, the Christians are just so narrow-minded. And I said, well, the thing is, Jesus Christ himself is the one in John 14:6 that said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. No man gets to the Father except by me. So you have to take it up with him. It's not I didn't say these words.
Right.
So,
Chris, when you think about it, I mean, it really just sounds to me more like a political movement than a Christian.
It is.
You know, because it's just constantly molded by whoever leads the parade.
Well,
cloaked in religion.
You're right.
That's what I'm saying. That's how I look at it. A political movement.
I like that word cloaked, because that means it's disguising what it really is so that it can take advantage of our First Amendment in order to screw us out of the First Amendment. How wonderful. Yeah, that's a religion of God. No, it ain't not no way.
That's right. Well, thank you guys. And I just want you to know, and I appreciate you guys all this week during the airing about the True Life Choice. And they're having a big event on November 5th.
Yep.
I actually volunteer. I just came from there today. I volunteer on there on
That's great.
It's a privilege to do that. And they're having a fabulous event with Lou Holtz on Thursday, November 5th.
You got the right speaker. If it's Lou Holtz, I can verify this is one of the most interesting, amazing. You'll just love the event.
And
I'm looking forward to it.
He's got a great testimony of his own. You're right. That's True Life Choice, and TrueLifeChoice.org is where you can visit them and find out about the banquet that JJ is talking about. Thank you, JJ, and God bless you for your work.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
We appreciate you being out there.
Hey, Chris, you know, that fellow that was here obviously was in the service.
Stephen Coughlin, Army General.
Mentioned a little story about a Marine here. You know, I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the show around 5 o'clock that recently a U.S. Marine entered the Catholic Church professional group in Jacksonville, Florida, and he tells the priest, "Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. Last night I beat the hell out of a flag burner and a Clinton supporter." The priest says, "My son, I am here to forgive your sins, not to discuss your community service." Now, I know JJ is going out and doing community service. I don't know if she'll run it Marine or not.
Look, speaking of the Catholic Church, we have Demetria on the line who wants to talk about the Catholic Church. Demetria, thanks for being out there.
Thank you. Hi, Chris. I am just like flabbergasted. I don't understand why the entire Catholic Church seems to have just rolled over. So I don't think I get it. I get it. You get it. It's going to be obsolete in another couple of years.
Well, you know, Stephen Coughlin had a phrase, and it was something like a mirror image, where people see the world the way they want it to be, rather than really the way that it is. And I think that this Pope has been drinking his own Kool-Aid over there, and unfortunately, he is being a part of this Chrislam, if you want to call it that. You know, where these are our Muslim brothers and sisters. Let's treat them with respect. And let's be nice to them, and they'll be nice to us back. And unfortunately, it ain't going to work that way.
No, it's not. It can't be. I mean, it's not going to be that blind, because once Christian becomes Islam, their heads will be on the block, and that'll be the end of that. So,
yeah, and I would not be surprised if there isn't some sort of attack on the Vatican in the not-too-distant future. You have all of these migrants going into Europe there via Greece and Italy and these other countries, and once they get into Europe, they can travel around pretty much freely. Stephen Coughlin talks about this in one of his YouTube videos. And so, you know, to attack the Vatican, all they got to do is put together a squadron of 15 or 20. Who knows? Maybe they could get in and get to him. And they would cut his head off, and then they would put it on a spike probably on the front gate.
Oh, sure. We haven't had heads on a spike in a couple of hundred years. So it's time to go back.
Sound like a menu, heads on a spike.
No, I'm serious.
Two of those, please.
But really, they have been doing this. The Islamic State has been doing this over there in Iraq and parts of Syria. It's here and it's now, and it's scary, and we got to deal with it, Demetria. So, but anyway, thanks for the call, and yeah, you're right. The old Christian church is putting their head in the sand or somewhere else where you can't see from over this whole thing. And it's nothing more nor less than political correctness, and it's suicide. It is absolute cultural and political suicide.